All right, folks, we are back on her. Had to order said exhaust donut, so I can't do much with that right now. But we got brake parts, so I think that is what we're going to start with. Gonna lift it up. I'll do the back brakes. The front, because the drums are buggered up, I'm gonna go steal them off of one of two cars. A buddy of mine, his car that was in the fire, it had a front end. Let me show you this. As far as I know, these cars, this being six bolt, the truck and the car, I can't see anything wrong with them, like being different. And I wanted these wheels anyways for the truck. But anywho, I feel like I'm gonna steal the front drums off. We're gonna steal the wheels off of it. I think this one will just get put to pasture for now. Yeah, so I'm gonna try that. There's another parts car in the back. If this doesn't work out or they're bad, I can steal the drums off of it. So Jeff from Sobering actually gave me a set of brakes, rear drums. So we got a good set in the back. Hopefully we'll have a good set for the front. And hopefully I got all the right brake parts. And from there I think we're gonna pull the fuel tank out. Might do that first, just so I can maybe cut it open or have a look inside. Let's see if it's bad or not. If it's fixable, not so dirty. And we'll go from there. I think that's the game plan. Let's get going. Oh, that is not great. I think every single bolt broke in there. And I don't know if you can see. It is pretty rusty in there. So I don't know if it's worth messing with this. I'm gonna see. But I think we have some more tanks in the barn, so I'll maybe poke and see that first before I commit to doing anything with this thing. Anyways, I guess for now we'll just start pulling all the wheels and start replacing some brake parts. I think that'll be my next plan here. Well, that went not too bad. We quickly grabbed the wheels and the front hubs. I don't think these are too bad. We might just pull the races and stuff out of the other ones. Smack them in here. Reuse the bearings and stuff. Not these ones, but we'll use the ones on the truck. So, these drums feel good. I guess we'll see if they fit. I imagine they should. Anyways, we got all the back brakes all done. Unfortunately, both hoses broke. I made very many attempts to try to do that clean and to not break stuff, but in the end, the line broke. So we're gonna have to make some new lines for the back. Not a big deal. We'll have to do the hose as well. I got a new hose, so I'm going to put that one on. I don't know if this hose actually doesn't seem bad, but it's been pinched with that vice grip for so long, it's probably buggered inside. So anyways, yeah, it is kind of weird. I bet you somebody's going to comment how there's no big and little shoe, but I don't know what happened there. It's what it is. I'm pretty sure those are the back ones. I got the front ones there, and it's got the big and the little, so I don't know. No big deal. We'll roll with it. We'll see what happens here. Anyways, now we got to go pull all this apart, and well, we got to do this. We got to do the front lines, rear line, make new lines, and we got to bleed it. That's what we got to do. So I guess we'll just keep going. Kind of picked up a little junky little AC. It is making it much nicer in here. I like it. And we got a whole bunch of our turbo stuff. I'm not sure how well this will all work out, but it is China for a Silverado. So this is for my 54. So I got a bigger blow-off valve because that one just looks too teeny tiny. This one looks like there's going to be some very interesting stuff going on trying to do spark plugs. I do not understand how that's supposed to work, but whatever. We'll figure it out. Anyways, we're slowly getting all of our parts for the 54 here. But I'm going to finish this thing first. That is the plan. I'm replacing these drums because you can see they're just worn the heck out. There's like a huge groove in here. So unfortunately these drums are like new. Wow, I should say, not unfortunate, fortunately. But I don't trust the races, so I'm just putting the other races back in. He's just being in the fire. I just, whatever. Rather not deal with it. And pop that one out. Yikes. And I gotta use that. Louise. Just butterfingers here. All right. Oh, I know there's many ways to do that. You can get a socket. You can, I don't know. There's lots of things you can do. This worked fine for me. Anyways, I'm going to clean my bearings now. We're going to repack them. Somebody sent me this, so this thing works awesome. I love it. Yeah, just going to pack them, then we'll throw them back on the car here really quick. So we got our brakes and drums on. That is good to go. I still have to replace all the lines, and we have to make some brake lines for the rear. These ones, you can see they're pretty cracked. So we got to deal with those. Oops, somebody else that was watching and they figured I had a crack in my frame. It is just a piece of wire that was sitting there. I don't know what it does yet, but it's nothing. Frame's good. Yeah, we got to do these. The rear, and we're gonna have to make a couple brake lines here yet. So this one should unscrew, and we should be able to just replace it. And then, well, I guess we'll test out our brake flare and we'll make a couple lines. Not a big deal. So I've been working on my plasma table, and I got most of it going. I'm struggling with my torch height. Trying to figure that thing out yet, but I'll show you folks when I actually get the table fully working. So that's coming up soon. I don't need it for much, but I was just gonna burn up some some junk steel to build like drill holders and things like that. I'm just gonna make a bunch of mounts for stuff. It's kind of my thought anyways. Get the feel, see how it goes, get it dialed in. All right, well, I bought this thing from Viver. It's not as nice as my last one, but it does the same thing. I just find it's got a lot of slop in it, so it doesn't exactly stay where it's supposed to stay. You just got to be careful with it, that's all. Anyways, that goes in, we do that. We kind of snug this. This thing will square up your dies and your fitting. Then we snug her up. Let's go to our 3/16. This is where you gotta watch, because you can't just blindly stab it in there. There's not a definite place for it. It can go crooked. Anyways, once it's in there, we do that pop. We do one more pop. That centers it. Now we can loosen it, open it, and we have a nice flare. Just like that. Every time. Love it. Only drawback with this thing is you can't do it on the vehicle. Well, I guess you can, but you'd have to be pretty creative figuring a way to hold the darn thing. So we get that all set up again, drop that over. Again, I just snug it up, then we poke it through, snug it a wee bit, push everything in place, lock it. I know somebody's going to say you can't use copper. This is not copper. It is that copper nickel. It's like got more of an like a rust, a corrosion resistance to it. Man, everything's just sloppy with this thing. Whatever. We'll finish this up and we'll fix it after. All right. That goes there. Boom, we got our flares. So essentially we have that. I have dismantled this thing, so we'll have to take this off to put it back in, but we will put our two lines into there loosely, the two that we made, and we'll be able to stick it on the truck, snug this up. I think I got some clips for this thing, like this part to hold it on the truck, so don't worry about this right now. We can put that on after. But, well, let's do that. Let's get her on there. Take this thing apart and go through it. little bit of a mess up there, but I think we're good to go now. I'll show you once I figure this out. Come on. I'll show you my rig here. I think that one is good. Yep. Okay. Next. I have kind of done these backwards, so I'll probably have to go over them one more time, but keep an eye on the hose. Ah, shoot. Did that one wrong. Granddaddy of brake bleeding. Sit, wait for all the bubbles to go. Good. Oh, so much nicer. Stick our bottle on here. Keep an eye on our hose. Dang it. Oh, that's right. Why are you a bugger today? I don't think I had it that long ago it was apart. I think I gotta use a socket. A loose and not breaking is the key. Alright. Yeah, whatever. You know, at this point I've made a mess everywhere. A little bit of this isn't gonna hurt anything. It's not terrible. Let's see. Well, maybe we'll put the bottle back on. I'll show my bleeder setup here after. It is going a little on the slow side for me. A little more air in the system here. Alright. Back at her. Be a little quicker. There we go. Alright. Clean. Last one. Should be easy. Alrighty. This should work. I need a little more wrench. There we go. It was on there. Just want to make sure we get all the bubbles out. There, you can tell. Whoop, it's a couple. Just want to make sure it's not coming from my fitting here. Looking good. All right, I'm going to show you my rig here. So, I got this on Amazon. If I can remember, I'll put a link to it. You have a pot that you can pressurize. You just put your air in here, set your regulator. You fill this up with brake fluid. What this thing is for is what do you call it? What this thing is for is if you're bleeding, if you're doing a full system bleed or flush. So anyways, it goes there. You have a rigmarole of stuff for lids. So I kind of had to goof around, you can see, to make a tight seal. But I'll take it off and I'll show you the whole setup here. But anyways, it goes in and it always pushes fluid in, so you don't have to worry about running out of brake fluid because it's always pushing clean fluid through the system. And basically you just crack the bleeder and it just kind of does its thing. No need for a second person. I don't need to do a rod. My only problem sometimes is just trying to find what do you call it? Like something that fits. Because the old cars, it doesn't have any proper lids for that. Anyways, let me clean this up here and I'll show you on the bench there. Alrighty, so this is the kit that I got. Whatever it was off Amazon. I kind of Jimmy rigged a few things around. I couldn't find a way to use this lid, but this hole was the right size, so I kind of switched parts around. But anyways, it's got different like lids and things depending on your car. You know, it might screw on, or a lot of those just look the same, but they got different attachments, right? So you put it on, you fill this thing, like I say, up. It clamps on to onto one of your lid attachments. You open the valve, it just pumps brake fluid in, so you have a never-ending supply of brake fluid unless this thing runs out. You kind of set your pressure and away you go. I found really it's like, I don't even know what that is, PSI. You almost keep it like 5-10 pounds. They got a green, but I don't even know what that means. That means stuff is gonna just blow out the gasket on your lid. So I just keep it really low pressure. It doesn't shoot like it does with the pedal, but it does run everything clean, and it's good. It's simple. One feller can do everything nicely. Anyways, I'm just gonna kind of put all the bits back. This was very affordable too. I think it was like only $150, like Canadian or something like that on Amazon. So yeah, I don't know. Makes life a lot easier, provided you can get the lid to work. I almost need to make a couple custom lids just for the 50 stuff, because really the old stuff, oh, let me grab a lid here, has a screw-on lid that looks like that. So what I almost should do is tap one of these so I can use one of these on a lot of the older cars. That would make my life so much easier. All right, I'm going to just button this up. My brakes should all be 100%. Just want to test that and make sure we're all good to go there. Well, folks, that is where we are at. We kind of got that going. Brakes are good. I'm not going to bother with wheels. I got to try to find some tires. I used to have a nice set of white walls that would have looked great on there, but I don't have those anymore. What are we going to do? There's not much else I can do right now. I'm just trying to push to get this video out for you folks, but like I say, I'm spending a lot of time on my plasma table. I have a few quirks I got to figure out there. Anywho, fuel tank, check the shed. I do not have one like this. I got a 50s tank, but I don't know if it's any good. It looks similar, but oh, maybe it would be the same. I'll have to grab it and see. It just has a sending unit and it takes the fuel out the bottom, and this doesn't do that. I'm almost debating just trying like what a lot of folks would say to do, is just fill it with rocks and then strap it to the tractor tire or something and let it just spin, and see if it'll actually knock everything loose and kind of free itself. Oh, it doesn't even matter. I can tell this fuel tank is no good. Oh man, I guess I'll have to look at that one in the barn a little harder. It is a rotten bummer. So the other one, just I had to put a plug in it, because right here is where it would actually like just drains down gravity, which I guess would work if the sending units were the same. I don't think it would matter. Oh yeah. Anyways, I think next round I gotta look at that. We didn't get it running on its own power at this point. I do have to replace this hinge. I have some spare hinges now, because there's the door. She's a little wobbly there. We got to do that one. Everything broken here, so I'll have to like weld some stuff on there, pop them out. Yeah, maybe I can just use the other fuel tank as it sits. We'll see. But I think we're gonna try starting to do get into this windshield repair. Gotta see. I was gonna try to order one. I don't know where that's at. But this one definitely has to come out. It'll come out pretty easy, actually. Well, folks, as always, I want to thank you for watching, and we will catch you on the next one. We'll do a little more exciting stuff than just brakes. I mean, that is a part of the, that's a part of the whole mojo of building something. But anyways, again, thanks. We'll catch you later.